Hey, that thing's finished, and I can't wait to show you what we did to it. That looks good to me anyway. So everything's up and running. I just give it a test blast across the yard. It handles like it used to, which is kind of clumsy, but man, it's fun to drive it again under brush power. Couple subtle changes. No, first of all, the lights aren't on yet. I've got to get those tied back in, but they will be functional, hopefully, by the next time we start to do anything. But let me tell you the changes that we made. First of all, this is one of the original stock tires. It's a decent attempt, and it's probably pretty decent just to run, in the backyard bashing or on the road or whatever. But these handle terrible, and they are hard as a rock, even though they do have foam inserts inside. Let's see if you can see them in there. Yeah, but they're just not, it's not a good tire. I didn't like them from the day I got the truck. It didn't want to hook up, so those are a memory. And I went with these. This is a copy of an RC four-wheel drive Dick CPEC. I think it's a wild country or mud country tire. They look great on it. The tread on them is amazing. I've used these on set. I've used them on this truck before, but this is a brand new set. And I put them on a set of just generic 1.9 bead locks because the stock wheels are just dated and old and they won't hold the beads. So it's a pair I had, put them on there, and they look great to me. I think it looks awesome. Pretty pliable. The tread on it out here in the yard and in the driveway does really good with the motor that's in it. It's not overpowered. It's actually, from what I'm used to, it's actually kind of slow, but that's exactly what I believe this thing needs to be in order to get it to be competitive somewhat on a closed course. Back to the stock shocks on the front end and the rear. Let me yank this body off and show you what we got. Stock front units turned down with about a 1/2 inch of preload. On the rear, same thing, about 3/4 of an inch of preload there. All the electronics went back under the stock cover. Again, it's just a Hobby Wing 1060 brushed, and one of my receivers is under there as well. Also, I had to notch a place in the side of it for the battery wires to come out and not pinch. But the motor, for the time being, is just a stock, I hate to say it, Tamiya Sport Tune motor, and it's really quiet. It hasn't so far, and I haven't run it much, but I did bench test it here, but it hasn't given any problems. But so far, it seems to like it in there. I'm not sure as the size of gear on there. I think it's somewhere around a 20 to a 23. So it's not crazy fast, but it's going to be just fine just to get out and, try to do a little bit of racing with the rest of the guys. It's been a long time coming for this truck, and I'm so glad to see it back together. Even with the stock shocks on it, I'm going to tell you something. The suspension is like just ridiculous. Now I got it loose on the front end, but the suspension is so plush on this thing. It's crazy. Change the rear, like it matters, but change the rear spare even to give it to take some of the weight off the back, and just ran one of these. I think it's a Dirt Grabber RC four-wheel drive Dirt Grabber 1.9 on a Red Cat Gen 8 wheel, and just put it in instead of running two, and it's set up to put a spare here and a spare here, vertically. But I like this better. It's not as much weight, and it seems to work all right. Hopefully the rear tail lights on the back of the cab are going to work. I haven't tested any of that yet. I've been trying to get this thing together as far as running gear the last few days. But yes, there it is, and I cannot wait to get some track time with this. So look out there, my Venezuelan brother from another mother. Your daddy is back in town. Well, all kidding aside, truck's back together. And it's been properly maintained this time. All the bearings are lubed. Everything seems to be, fingers crossed, seems to be leaning towards it being a really well-functioning rig. And I'm going to do my best. We've had so much crazy weather as of late. Rain, we're looking for rain the rest of the week. So I don't know if we'll get any runtime in this week or not. But if we do, and the next time that we do, rest assured, I will talk to Otto about bringing his, and I'll take this one, and we'll get them both on the track and just get out there and have some fun. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.